Yeah. So at the start of this cut, I like to go on my 4 guard, getting everything down to length I want it, getting that getting that shape, taking off bulk on the sides, and just flicking his parietal ridge. As you see right here, I'm taking my comb, kind of just holding that hair down, and just taking off that bulk. I'm going with my scissors right here, gonna wet his parietal ridge, and I'm basically just gonna get anything that's hanging over, take off some bulk, and just I like to do it with my scissors more than my clippers. So I like to make sure both of my fingers are touching his head, especially my pointer or my middle, whichever one I'm leaning towards. And I like to just take off anything that's hanging over, just get bulk and make sure everything's even.
You get my shoulder?
Yeah, it was right where they cut over. This is my buddy T-Rose. He's definitely one of my favorite clients. We always just laugh and joke around when he's getting his hair cut. But as you can see right here, I am going in with my Slimline Pro Elize, making that first bald guideline. I normally would use a shaver, but we kind of had a time schedule. It was getting dark out. I'm gonna make sure I got him out and I'm ready to go. Right here I'm going in with my lever open. I like to go 1 inch in the back and 3/4 an inch on the sides. I like to keep that consistent with most of my guards. Then I'll close my lever halfway. I'll go up 3/4 of that line and I'll flick out. And I keep that consistent. And then I'll close my lever all the way. I like to leave it a little bit open, and it normally gets that bottom line out nicely. Right here I'm going in with my 1 guard, the same thing, keeping it consistent. I go in 1 inch in the back, 3/4 inch on the sides, making sure I keep everything the same, making sure I'm digging in. If I've ever learned one thing while cutting hair, make sure you keep your clipper flat. If you don't keep your clipper flat, some hairs are going to be longer than others, and it's going to be harder to take out lines. So just make sure, unless you're doing some type of technique, unless you're raking or something along the lines of that, make sure you keep your clipper flat. But I'll go up 3/4 of the way up that line, that new section we just made, and I'll flick out. I'm going to do my 0 guard. If you guys didn't know, a 0 guard is a 0.5 guard. So when the lever's all the way open, it counts as a 1 guard with your lever closed. I'm going up, just taking out any imperfections that I might have had with my 1 guard, and then I'll close that halfway and kind of make sure I don't go above halfway through that new section I just made, and the line normally comes out about right. But if it doesn't and you're not having a trouble, just make sure that you close that lever all the way. So now I'm going in with my 3 guard lever open, and I'm basically just going up, making sure I keep my lever flat, but I also like to make my haircuts kind of like a high top, so that when you know their shapes right, the shape of their heads right, and when they look at themselves in the mirror, they like the way they look. I'll go up and I'll just continue to flick at that top line, take off bulk, and really just make sure that I'm not making a guideline on top, but that I'm taking off hair. And right here, I turn my clipper upside down, basically just going with the grain, taking off anything that's hanging over. It's a technique I like to use. It really takes off that. Just make sure you're keeping your blade flat. Now something tragic happens right here. I miss my 2 guard and my 1.5 guard. My camera must have cut out. I'm not really sure what happened. Battery might have died. But what I do, I go up 3/4 of an inch on the sides, 1 full inch on the back. I take my lever, I close it all the way, and I'm going up 3/4 of the way on that new section, on all the way around, just making sure I'm flicking out. And then I'll pick up my 1.5 guard and I'll open it all the way, take out anything that's inconsistent, and then I'll close it, flick at that line, open it halfway, and get that line completely out. So right here, as you can see, fade is turning out, but I see a couple dark spots, so I want to clipper over comb it, making sure I stay consistent, making sure I'm taking any hair that I see coming over off. Right here, I'm just dusting off his neck. Sorry, the camera went a little blurry. And I'm using my slim lines. I'm making that line sharp on the sides. He doesn't really have a lot of hair. He doesn't really like taking any hair off his cheek parts, or like off his cheek. So I'm basically just making that line sharp, kind of just etching out his jawline, taking off any peach fuzz that he has around his neck. Did y'all hear them beautiful birds, man? God's creation is amazing. And right here is the finished product. I think it turned out nice. My client definitely liked it. If you guys liked it, or if you guys didn't like it, make sure y'all tell me down in the comments. Tell me anything I could improve. Tell me just help me out in any way you can. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like and please subscribe. I'm kind of just getting into this new YouTube thing, but thank you guys for just coming by and watching.